What a getaway, huh? You can't deny it. It was amazing! The helicopter ride? Well, let's just say it was pretty intense. Carla hadn't piloted a plane for years, and I admit my palms were a bit sweaty. But the important thing is that she got us to the part of Arizona where the Hopi people live. We thought we'd find more information on the weird crucifix there. Fortunately, I got the crucifix back along with the rest of my stuff when I went into the cabin to save Gina. And luckily, the girls had all their wardrobe with them so they could lend Gina and me some clothes. We knew it'd be great to put on clothing better adapted to the part of the desert we were headed for.
Be careful, you guys.
You gals, too. And thanks for everything.
I can't stand goodbye. I always cry like a baby.
I promise, we'll go see your show as soon as we have time.
You better stick to that promise if you don't want to piss off a Marine cutie.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. See you soon.
Goodbye, girls. I'll never forget you.
We won't forget you either. Bye.
Well, we're on our own.
You got a problem with that? Being alone with me doesn't make you uncomfortable, does it?
Of course not, silly.
Hey, don't get mad. I was just kidding.
Come on, let's not waste any time. Hurry up, let's find someone who knows about the Hopi Indians.
Maybe we'll get lucky and run across an actual Hopi.
I doubt it, but you never know. I saw a path behind here. Let's go. Wait, my bootlace came untied. I'll catch up with you.
I'm gonna take a look from up there.
Hey! Gina! 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 Answer me! Gina! No! No!
Feeling sorry is not the answer.
Hey! Who are you? I didn't hear you come up.
I am Wupuchim, last of the Hopi chiefs. The answer is to continue on your mission, not to feel sorry.
How do you know all this? I don't understand how you... Hey, wait a minute. Did you say Hopi?
I did, of course.
That's incredible. I'm here to find out the meaning of a crucifix of Hopi origin.
Show me the object.
This is it.
My young friend, this is not a crucifix. It is a sacred key.
A key? But it's not shaped like a key.
The way you are holding it in your hand, press strongly on the upper part with your thumb.
Oh. Well, it sure looks like a key now. And what is it this sacred key opens?
It is the key to the sacred Hopi crypt.
The sacred crypt? And where is this crypt?
Right across from our village, on the highest peak, on the other side of the Great Canyon, where Istarok places his first ray at dawn.
Oh. And could you tell me how to get to the Hopi village?
The sacred key went to you, so your destiny is to reach the sacred crypt. What path to follow? The path of knowledge, no doubt.
Well, I think there's something I should tell you. You see, the truth is that this key is not mine. Hey! He disappeared! Now, how did he leave without me noticing? Just like when he came. Feeling sorry is not the answer. Huh. That's easy to say, but I feel I can't move one step now that Gina's... Well, he's right. The only thing I can do for Gina now is continue on the mission that brought us here. I owe it to her. Now I know the crucifix is actually the key to a crypt. If I manage to find the Hopi village, I'll be able to enter that sacred crypt. And I'll probably find an explanation for this whole mystery there. So, let's hop to it. Great. I have a good view of the whole area from here. Let's see. It looks like there's a small town over there. I'll go see if I can find someone who knows about the Hopi village. Wow. This place looks like something out of a John Ford movie. You've got your hotel, your sheriff's office, the typical saloon from the Old West, and there's even an old derailed steam-powered locomotive at the end of town. Wait! Stop! Don't shoot!
Who are you, and what are you doing in my town? And put up your hands so I can see them.
Hey, hold your horses. I've come in peace. Look, my name is Brian, and I'm a bit lost around here. Can you help me out?
Well, okay. I guess you're not lying. Come in and we can chat. So, you say you're lost, huh?
Well, maybe you can tell me how you got here then.
Well, the truth is, I'm not totally lost. I'm trying to find a Hopi village that used to be inhabited somewhere in this region. I came into this town hoping to find information on its exact location.
The Hopi village. Are you an archaeologist or something like that?
No, I know nothing about archaeology. I need to find it for another reason.
You don't look like an archaeologist, to tell you the truth. Though I suppose they don't all carry whips and wear hats.
Oh, give it a rest, please. Do you know where that Hopi village is or not?
This may sound strange, but the history of this town, Douglasville, is very closely related to the history of that Hopi village.
Really? In what way? Please explain.
Well, it's kind of a long story. Okay, well, here it goes. This village was founded by my great-grandfather, James Theodore Douglas. He was the owner of a gold mine nearby, and in the beginning, Douglasville was nothing more than a mining camp. But it grew bit by bit until turning into a flourishing town. Everyone was prosperous thanks to the huge profits of the mine, and my great-grandfather even got the railroad to run through Douglasville. However, something happened that tragically changed the town's fate. The mine and the mine shafts just kept growing and growing until one of them, the one with the largest vein of gold, bumped into something totally unexpected. The Hopi village!
Really? So what happened?
The inevitable. The Indians weren't willing to let white men ravage their lands. And J.T. Douglas wasn't the kind of man who would give up a fortune just because some Indians got in his way, so there was a bloodbath. It looked pretty bad for the Indians. They didn't have much to fight with, and a lot of them died. But then, something amazing changed everything. The Hopi tribe's medicine man came into Douglasville one morning at dawn, stood in the middle of town, and cast a terrible spell on it, the mine, and all the white men that might try to take over Hopi lands. They killed him on the spot, but not before the curse took effect.
What do you mean by that? What happened?
The mine inexplicably ran out of gold overnight, and not one more nugget of gold was ever taken out. The people in town started to catch a strange disease that the doctor couldn't cure. Whole families were driven out of Douglasville in fear, trying to get away from the curse. The final straw was when the train derailed. It went out of control through the town, destroying everything in its path. Its last obstacle was the Douglasville Bank, which it plowed into like a wild buffalo. As you might suspect, J.T. Douglas owned the bank, too. That's where he was sitting in his fancy red French armchair brought in straight from Paris when 50 tons of iron flattened him. Once my great-grandfather had died, the few people left in town were hot on their heels to get out of Douglasville, making it a ghost town.
That's a fascinating story. And you say you're the great-granddaughter of this J.T. Douglas?
Yes, I am. By the way, my name is Sushi Douglas, and this town is really mine. The deed to it has been passed down from generation to generation until reaching me. And I was the first person to use it a year and a half ago. I came here to live with 2 friends, Kevin and Rutger, but up to then, it was completely abandoned.
The 3 of you live here alone? No way! Wow, Sushi, I can see you're really informed about the history of the region. So, I bet you can indicate the way to the remains of the Hopi village, right?
Well, actually, I can't. The mine was sealed when all that stuff I told you about happened, and from the outside, I have absolutely no idea how to reach the Hopi village.
So, do you think I could get to the Hopi village by going through the mine?
If you knew the directions to follow through the mine shafts, you surely could.
Do you know your way through the mine shafts to reach the Hopi village?
Me? Not a chance. I've never gone into that old mine.
I thought you might have an old map of the mine.
No, I don't have any maps of it. Let me think. I guess that if a map exists, it would be in the town bank. Probably inside the safe.
Do you really think the mine ran dry because of the Hopi medicine man's curse?
Well, I neither believe it nor deny it. What I do know is that the mine ran out of gold, even though such a thing seemed totally impossible days before. Not something very normal, don't you think?
Could you tell me the whole story of Douglasville and the Hopi village all over again?
Again? Well, it's kind of a long story. Okay, well, here it goes. This village was founded by my great-grandfather, James Theodore Douglas. He was the owner of a gold mine nearby. And in the beginning, Douglasville was nothing more than it. However,
Really? So what happened?
and J. Look, but the Hopi, they
What do you, what happened?
the mine, the people, the fun, as you might once my.
Why did Kevin, Rutger, and you come live out here?
It was my idea. I felt the need for total isolation so I could devote myself to my greatest passion. They had similar concerns. So here we are.
So, what's your passion?
Computers and the whole world of technology surrounding them. I'm pretty good at it, you know?
I'm going to continue on my search. Thanks for all your help, Sushi. See you later.
See ya, and good luck.
Ma possiamo vedere se c'è roba dentro.
Sì?
Hi, Sushi.
Hi, Brian. How's it going? Did you find out anything else?
I'm working on it. You see, there's something I want to talk to you about.
Shoot.
Dice
I'm going
sempre
to
le stesse
continue on my
cose.
search. Thanks for
Prova
all your help,
prova
Sushi.
andare.
See you
No,
later.
esci.
See ya, and good luck.
Non è che
Va
se
bene,
do io
allora
esci,
forse
quindi non
sì,
spori.
più avanti
Sì,
potrei vedere.
sicuramente più avanti e non ora.
Let's see. Way at the end, I see a cell, and I can't believe my eyes. There's
Che
a dead
schifo.
body. Oh man, that guy must have been rotting away for 100 years. I wonder whether that poor devil died inside there, or if he'd already kicked the bucket before they stuck him in there. It's locked shut. Must be for that stove over there. All right. I don't think anyone will need them to light up the stove. 5 nice logs. Might come in handy. There's still some old wanted signs up, offering a reward for capturing the bad guys. Well, I'm no bounty hunter, and even if I were, I'm afraid all of these guys have been 6 feet under for at least a century. An old frayed hat and an oil lamp. Nothing of this will help me out. I'm not interested in that. There aren't any weapons left, just the chain that held them up. I can't. It's fixed to the cabinet. I don't think I'll need it anyway. An old frayed hat, a couple, and an...
No, basta.
Impossible. I'd have to remove the boards on the door. Whoa! The bank sure is a mess.
Un disordine.
Casino.
I see the locomotive really wrecked the place when it derailed and smashed into the bank. It's really old. Probably stopped working a long time ago. It's really old. Probably stopped working a long time ago. It'd make for a lovely decorative antique if someone cleaned it up. It's open now. The drawer is slid out, but there's not a single penny. This is really run down. All I see are old papers covered in dust. Then there's that metallic object down there. I really don't see anything useful, though that metallic object could come in handy. Not a clue what this is, but it seems to be in pretty good shape despite years of sitting on that shelf. Okay, I'll take it.
Cos'è?
Whoa, this looks like a stapler.
Sembra...
Una
Rudimentary
spilatrice.
it is.
Sì.
Definitely a model from the 19th century. I'd better take the staples that were lying next to the stapler. They look similar to the rivets used by
Mi sa devo
cobblers.
ragionare. Anche io.
Il buco lo guardiamo dopo.
It's pretty old, but I bet it could be fixed. Don't tempt fate. The legs are worn out and might not hold up the weight. A big piece of the floor is missing. A blunt object must have fallen down and made that hole.
No, dopo.
I bet this was J.T. Douglas's desk. B.D.
Timbro.
Bank of Douglasville, I suppose.
Basta, andiamo,
Basta.
andiamo nel buco.
I don't see why I would want to go in
E
there.
ora?
Sono anche là più avanti, adesso non mi ricordo proprio.
I can't imagine the havoc that locomotive wreaked the day it derailed and annihilated everything in its
Morte, mamma
path.
mia.
Non si è neanche accorto.
Reminds me of a model I got for Christmas one year. Yep, it's almost exactly alike. There's the smokestack, and to the left is a spout where you fill the water tank, and further to the left is the whistle next to the engineer's cab.
Ah, ok, possiamo anche entrarci.
It whistles by letting steam out. It was hooked up to the engineer's cab using a sort of rope that he would pull on when he wanted to sound it. You'd have to do that from inside the cab. That's where you put water into the tank. No need to. It won't open or close. The water goes straight into the hole left around the valve in the inlet. I love those big smokestacks on old steam trains from the 1800s. It's all sooty. I can't see a thing.
Andiamo dentro.
Sì.
I could try to go in through the hole next to the broken part of the roof, but I'd almost rather go up to the side and enter through the window there. Okay, let's see what's in here.
No.
Niente.
No, oh.
It has no firewood or other fuel inside. It doesn't need to be open to put fuel in. It has a hole where you can do that. Well, all right. These logs will make first-class fuel.
Ok.
It's ready to light when you are.
Però non abbiamo niente per accendere.
It doesn't need to be. It has a.
Basta.
I think that's the lever that activates the steam outlet. Logically, that won't do any good with the boiler off.
No, basta per il momento.
Sì.
I think with one big leap, I can reach the window.
Qua non c'è altro, vero?
No. Ma anche qua c'è la possibilità, come nel terzo episodio, non c'è una mappa che ti dice di vedere. Ah, ecco, lascia la città. Ecco.
Sul serio?
Sì. Sì. Lo so. Quello è lo rompiballe di questo gioco, è questo.
Ah, ok, li conta comunque come due posti separati, anche se erano vicini. Andiamo qua.
Tanto prova ad andare alla miniera. Ah, vabbè.
Mamma Dorita.
This house looks Mexican, and there's a huge guy in the doorway. I don't know. He seems to be keeping guard, but he looks like a nice guy. I'll go talk to him to see what happens.
Howdy, partner. What brings you to these parts? What do you want from Mama Dorita?
Mama Dorita? No, look, I'm searching for the remains of a Hopi village. I know it was around this area somewhere. By the way, my name is Brian.
An Indian village?
Yeah, Hopi to be exact.
Well, I reckon there's an old ghost town called Douglasville, and now there's a bunch of hippies living there.
No, I've been through there already. Douglasville is not the town I'm looking for. Thanks anyway, though.
Well, pal, I never heard of any other abandoned villages around here.
You think Mama Dorita could help me?
Sorry, but I doubt it. Mama Dorita helps people with other types of problems.
Other types of problems?
Yeah, she's in contact with the other side.
The other side? You mean she talks to dead people?
Yup, she's mastered the arts of voodoo, soothsaying, and Santeria. And she's a healer, too.
I'd love to meet her. Maybe she might know something about the Hopi village.
No way. Mama Dorita doesn't do that kind of thing. Look for a good archaeologist, pal.
Besides Mama Dorita's name, there's a... I'm not sure. It's got an insect painted on it or something like that. I don't like that idea. No way.
Sta calmo.
It's old, but it seems strong and sturdy.
Non ti fa andare.
I don't think that's a good
Aia.
plan.
No.
Non dico niente, ma fa una roba che c'è.
Sì, si gratta il pacco
That doesn't
Giulia, ho
seem like a
visto.
very
Non
good
è
idea to
che...
me. I wonder what that's for. Maybe Mama Dorita has a cat and she puts its food there. I may be needing this. It's made of clay, and it looks handmade by a local craftsman.
Prova a parlarci anche a colui.
Ancora.
Friend,
What's up, kid?
Vedi.
No.
I'd like to see Mama Dorita.
I told you that can't be. She can't help you with your problem, pal. I'm sorry. When you have other troubles, the ones Mama Dorita can fix up, don't you hesitate to come around.
I see you like gum. You're always chewing some.
Oh, that's not gum. It's menthol chewing tobacco. I can't resist it, you know. Helps me pass the time.
What did you do before working for Mama Dorita?
Well, I don't like to think about my past. All I can tell you is that I'm not real proud of some of the things I did. Luckily, Mama Dorita came into my life like a shining light and gave it all new meaning. Now my only mission is to serve Mama Dorita.
Well, I'll just go on my way here.
All right, me too.
This really improves the ambiance, just like that shrunken head on the pole. And any self-respecting sorceress would decorate her place with this kind of stuff. Oscar's a great guy, but he's not gonna let me take that. Besides, what would I use it for? By the look of that bucket, I'd say it hasn't been used for quite a while. No thanks.
Basta.
Esci.
Un attimo.
Ah, adesso mi sono accorta.
Wow! That crater is really big.
Sto volendo poi visitare anche la miniera abbandonata.
Immagino, è l'unico modo per arrivare alla città, ha detto.
I'll go down and see who it is. Hello? Hey friend. Hi.
Sì, sapevo che c'era questo personaggio buffo.
Nah! It's impossible! I can't get them to open the door!
Them? Who are they?
Them! You know! Extraterrestrials!
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of which, who are you and what are you doing here? Are you looking for them, like me?
No. My name's Brian, and I'm searching for an old Indian village.
Brian? You know the meaning of that name?
No, I don't. What is it?
I haven't a clue. But my name is Joshua, and it means liberation. That's something to think about, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. That's real interesting.
I know. Well, now that I think about it, they must have sent you here to help make my communication machine work.
Really, my friend, no one sent me.
Just because you're not conscious of it doesn't mean they didn't bring you here. Either I'm way off here, or just a few days ago, you never would have imagined you'd be here at the foot of this crater, right?
Well, that is true, but it's all because of...
So, I was right. See? That's how they do things. That's something to think about, isn't it?
You wouldn't know where I can find the remains of that Hopi village I'm looking for, would you?
The Indian village? No, I don't have the slightest clue. But as soon as I communicate telepathically with Trantor, I can ask. These aliens know everything.
So, what brought you here? To this crater, I mean.
This is not just any crater. People just blindly believe whatever those so-called modern scientists tell them. They say that the crater was formed by a crashing meteorite that fell here millions and millions of years ago. That's a bunch of baloney, I say. However, I know the truth. The crater was formed when a Trantorian ship landed here.
You know, about what you told me when I arrived.
Yeah? What?
What door were you referring to when you said you couldn't get them to open it?
To the dimensional door between Earth and Trantor. That's why they came here that time they landed with their spacecraft. They're setting up dimensional doors on hundreds of planets all over the universe. And the one on Earth is right here. A total trip, huh, dude?
What is the communication machine exactly?
It's all this stuff I have set up on top of the trailer. I built it myself and christened it with the name Communication Machine because I plan on using it to open the dimensional door and come in physical contact with the Trantorian.
Why did you tell me to help you make it run? Is it broken?
Yeah, after getting here and setting everything up, I ran into some bad luck. It had hardly been running for an hour when the machine ran out of energy and stopped working. I took off the plate covering the rotor and checked out the battery that makes it spin, but I can't find what's wrong. The battery looks like it's in one piece. I just don't get it. All I can tell is that if the rotor doesn't spin, it doesn't produce energy. And without any energy, the machine is useless hunk of junk.
How can I help you make the communication machine work?
I'm not sure. The thing is, we need energy for the machine, and the energy is produced when the rotor spins.
How does the machine work exactly?
Basically, the machine is a sort of amplifier that can emit sounds at a specific frequency. It has a keyboard attached with 7 buttons to play the 7 musical notes. Using my telepathic contacts, I have been told that a way to activate the dimensional door is to play a combination of 5 notes at a frequency revealed only to me. Pretty fascinating, isn't it?
What's that panel of spotlights behind there for?
Each spotlight goes with one of the musical notes. When you play the note, the matching spotlight turns on. But the truth is, they don't really do anything. What I mean is, you don't need them to activate the dimensional door. But I saw something like them in a movie, and I thought the communication machine looked much more hip with them.
What's that strange device you're wearing on your head?
You mean my telepathic helmet? It's a telepathic empowerment device that multiplies a human being's telepathic abilities 2,000 or 3,000-fold. I use it to communicate with Trantor. You got to be careful. When you wear this, you run the risk of going crazy because a lot of ideas flash through your brain. There are millions of telepathic messages people give off all the time without realizing it. Fortunately, I can clearly distinguish telepathic messages from Trantor and run no risk of losing my marbles.
Well, I'll let you get back to work. We can talk later.
Whenever you want, kid.
It has 7 spotlights in different colors and is connected to the contact machine. It's connected to the communication machine. I don't think it'd be a swift idea to move it. Nice device. No, I'd better leave the thing where it is.
Prova a vedere la moto.
Un attimo.
Anche la
Giulia, un attimo.
It's one of those dirt bikes that'll go just
non
about
si ha da
anywhere.
fare come anche su...
No, I can't
che non
take
ricordo
Joshua's
niente.
motorbike.
Sul terzo che bisogna rompere, scusami anche qua qualcosa.
This model's a bit outdated. People use those igloo-style tents nowadays. This model's... I don't think Joshua would be pleased about me getting into his camping tent. And to tell you the truth, I'd rather not upset such a nutcase. Joshua?
Yes?
You wouldn't know where I can find the remains of that Hopi village I'm looking for, would you?
The Indian village? No, I don't have the slightest clue. But as soon as I please...
Well, I'll let you get back.
Whenever...
Andiamo via. No, torniamo ad andare, sì. No, aspetta, scusa. La miniera? Ciao.
Oh man. This is the mine that killed Gina. And right when I was starting to... Well, let's not think about that. I've got to concentrate on solving this mystery. I owe it to Gina. If I could move that stone away from the entrance, I might find the Hopi village through the mine. I think it's an oil can. A bit heavy, but it may be of some use to me. I suppose they used to store the mining tools in that, but it's empty now. No, I don't think I'll be needing it. Anyway, it's too big to haul around. It's got one of those manual drive systems. Too bad the wheel is broken. It won't work. I won't get it to move with that broken wheel. If I could move that stone away from the entrance, I might find the Hopi village through the mine. That is one big rock. I can't get it to budge an inch. It's blocked by that huge rock. There's a small crack by the rock, but I don't fit through it.